I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Hiller, would you please lead us in a prayer?
Sure. Everyone would bow their heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank and praise you for this evening. We thank you for the season that we're experiencing together, and pray that we can remember the reason for the season. We pray you watch over the activities of our meeting tonight, that they may be pleasing to you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, reading and approval of minutes from December 6th, please.
Motion to approve and suspend the reading.
Motion by Wolf.
Second.
Second by Hack. Discussion? All in favor of approving these minutes, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Minutes are approved. Approval of the agenda. Any changes, additions, corrections to the agenda? Okay, if there are none, I take a motion to accept this.
Motion to approve as presented.
Motion by Hack. Second. Second by Stern. Discussion. All in favor of this agenda, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Consultation with attorney and engineer. Grant was just here from Moore, and we just sent him home. I didn't think he needed to sit here for this meeting. There's really nothing on the agenda for them. If we have any questions or concerns, Jared said he'd field a phone call if we needed to. The only thing that I talked to Monty about today is that there has been some interest on some lots up at Expedition Estates. People are wanting to buy lots and build up there, but as Monty reminded me, they can sell the lots and they can build on there, but they cannot be issued a certificate of occupancy until the whole settling and all that stuff has been determined through the court system. And we still have no determination or any updates that we've heard of. So anyhow, that's good to know that people are wanting to build, but it's too bad that those spots are not available yet. So is there anything that you guys have that you wanted for it more that we need to call them on or contact them for anything? Okay. All right. 5B, active shooter employee policy, first reading. Y'all got a copy of that? Monty got it to us all?
And basically, if you approve the first reading, I'll send it out to these employees for any comments, and then any are received, we'll bring it up again at the next meeting or the mid-month January meeting. If approved, then we'll have a training on it, so all the employees are made aware of the approved policy.
When I read through it, I didn't see much or anything that I was concerned about. Actually, a lot of the language is very similar to what the schools are using in their stuff too. So unless anybody else has any issues, I have no problem with this first reading.
Motion to approve first reading of the active shooter response policy for City of Hazen.
A motion by Pillar.
Second.
And second by Wolf. Discussion. Pat, did you get a chance to look at that at all?
I added a few things.
So
they've been incorporated.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Hiller.
Aye.
Wolf.
Aye.
Hack.
Aye.
Stern.
Aye.
Obenauer.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, we have no request of citizens. Nothing under 7. That takes us down to the 2022 liquor licenses. We do have people that have applied for these, as you saw on the list that Monty sent out. And the only question I had was the golf course, and that is county, so that doesn't need to be on here.
I have not received the application from the hub as yet. I have received all the other ones as of today's date. Didn't know if you needed to see that one or prove a contingent on it being no changes from the previous year, if that's acceptable, Pat. I didn't get the application from the hub, so can they approve it contingent on no changes from the previous year? Otherwise, I did get them all, and they are all the same as the previous year.
What would the board like to do?
Motion to approve with the addition of the hub.
Contingent?
Yeah, contingent on no changes.
Okay, great. Motion by Wolf,
Second that.
second by Pillar. Discussion. Roll call.
Wolf,
Aye.
Pillar,
Aye.
Hack,
I,
Stern,
Aye.
Obenauer.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you. Water, sewer, garbage report.
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Street, cemetery.
I have nothing to report at this time. I have not heard though, Monty, have you heard? Are they shipping our sweeper?
I have not heard. Dave was still discussing that with them last week on Thursday, so,
And I haven't heard from
Yeah.
Dave, so.
yeah, he was on Friday and today, so.
And that was $1,500 to ship it?
18.
18. Want to get your semi going? Yeah, sure can.
Can you do it for less than that?
$1,750? Probably
I think that's a pretty good deal.
On vacation.
Yeah. You'll get reimbursed for your McDonald's lunch on the way.
Finance, busing, library. Thanks. Okay. Police, fire, forestry.
Nothing at this time.
Buster.
Just to let you know that I've visited with Brent Ogre through A2S Engineering, and we're going to look at doing a Partners in Planning grant through the Department of Commerce relative to economic development. And, nothing's been done. I haven't done anything relative to anything like that since I've been in the chairs. And the last time I looked was probably like 07 when Duke did something. So it's probably time that we do a major update. And one of the things would be is that, he would serve as a consultant, and help with the project and, as far as some of the outreach to other community members and trying to get a plan in place relative to what we might want to see down the road. We've talked about just on the phone, a number of ideas that, that I've shared with you guys a number of different times, but we'll see what the proposal looks like, and of course there'll be some cost, I'm sure some cost share that'll be involved, but if we're fortunate enough to get some dollars through the Department of Commerce, we're a Main Street Initiative C, so we could possibly be eligible for like maybe up to 60% cost share on the project. So, I'm thinking, I haven't seen a proposal, but he said that he'd get me a tentative one probably this week, so I have it for my board meeting next week, and I'm guessing it'll be in the neighborhood between 30 and 40 grand maybe, but we'll see. But I think it should be, he's done some work. Of course, he helped at the bank, and he's done some other projects, and so I think that
He's very good. He's very thorough.
Yeah. So that's good. It's one of the things that oftentimes when I go to those conferences, I've always asked. I said, well, we talk about doing these things, but you have people who you could refer to assist, because sometimes some of those things get a little bit beyond your wheelhouse, So we'll see what happens.
Next time you talk to him, Buster, you might even want to ask him, we haven't done a community needs assessment, and it's been here 15 years.
Yeah, and we probably maybe as part of this project that we're doing, maybe we'll that in there, roll that in there.
You could offer up a 2-for-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, you know, and actually, there's two pieces to the partners in planning, and then he said that it sounds like probably what we would want to do is approach it from an economic development standpoint. But
Yeah,
that certainly would be a piece.
and maybe he does have that in his portfolio, but
Yeah,
it's something that I've been throwing a little bit.
because I mentioned to him, you know, the last city plan that I looked at was 212. You know, and that was the end when Altag was.
But that was just for land use, wasn't
Right.
it?
That
Yeah,
was our comprehensive plan.
yeah. Yeah, we haven't done the community needs assessment in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And I applied for the Partners in Planning grant last year to do the community needs assessment and update our comprehensive plan, and we didn't receive any funding.
Okay.
So maybe we need a professional to write it.
You are a professional. Who pay you?
We'll see. But,
Yeah, okay.
You know how it all shakes to make. I mean, if we're successful, great. Not at Louisville.
Any
And you-
openings next door, or are you full?
They're full.
Are they good?
Yeah, they're still full. Yeah, and actually, I think there's probably a couple of people on the waiting list yet.
Good. All right. Anything else?
No.
Any questions for Buster? All right. Did anybody attend Randy Crispin's discussion at the golf? Was it similar to the meeting we were at in Beulah that night with?
I think there's probably a little bit of a different twist to it because I think he talked more about, you know, some of the boards that he's on and what each of the roles that each of those
Okay.
boards play, you know.
I heard it was well attended, and I heard.
Yeah, and you know, for the,
Message.
you know, I talked to Sandy Ritter, Sandy was there, you know, and, you know, she said that it was a little above, you know, there was just a lot of stuff that he talked about that was beyond the average Joe, let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta, you know.
That's okay.
I don't know, Nancy, what did you think?
I thought it was a excellent talk on coal versus wind power. He did a lot of explaining that I don't think a lot of us know about the
Well,
monies that wind power gets
yeah,
and
absolutely.
and how they determine
And how that
how
works
they spend
and
it,
how-
how it all works.
How
It
they
just-
bump, how they can bump.
Yeah.
To jump on the line and bump coal.
Yeah.
You know, the coal for
It was a very
energy. Yeah.
talk.
Good.
So I thought it was good too.
Thank you.
They had a very good turnout.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say there were probably between 50 or 60 folks there, wouldn't you say?
Mhm.
Yeah.
For lunch, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was very good, I thought.
10A, audit engagement letter.
Just received it today from Rath and Mayor, if we want to engage them to do our audit again. Cost not to exceed $9,000.
Is that exclusive to the city, or would that take care of HCD as well?
All they review as far as HCD is the sales tax dollars that we forward on to them. No, they would have a separate thing to do the HCD books.
Yeah.
What they cover is the city,
Yep.
the library, and just the city and the library.
You need a motion to accept that?
Yeah, if we want to engage.
So moved.
Motion by Wolf. Second by Stern. Discussion. Roll call.
Wolf,
Aye.
Stern,
Aye.
Hack,
Aye.
Miller, Obenauer.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, under old business, 2023 transit grant. Let's go to Monty.
Needs to be submitted by December 31st at noon. We're requesting operating funds, I'm gonna get to it here.
That 50%?
The operating, if there is no CARES funding, is a 50-50 grant. We're requesting 225,000, so the local share would be 112 if it's 50-50 on the operating. We're also requesting just under 12,000, 11,980 for admin. That's 80-20 if there is no CARES funding or. So our share then, if there is no CARES funding, is $2,396.
So we'd be approving worst case,
Well, yeah,
because it could get better if there is CARES funding, correct?
exactly, correct.
Thanks for filling this out, appreciate it. Need a motion for Monty to submit this.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Pillar. Second by Hack. Discussion. Roll call.
Heller.
Aye.
Hack.
Aye.
Stern.
Aye.
Wolf.
Aye.
Obenauer.
Aye, motion carried. New business, WSI safety goal resolution. Was it last week that they were here?
December, yeah.
Yeah.
No, the 7th, I'm sorry. And as part of our safety management program to get discounts, it was recommended that we formally adopt safety goals. Whoops. Okay, I lost them. Formally adopt safety goals. We had set goals of no lost time accidents. We had several incidents of lacerations over the last couple of years, so we wanted to reduce those by 50%. And any incident is supposed to be reported within 24 hours. If it doesn't involve medical and it's not reported in that time, we're responsible for the first $350 of the claim. But if they are reported, then WSI covers that. So that was our other goal as far as that goes.
Okay.
So those are the three goals that Tammy and I had discussed.
And that satisfies their
That would satisfy
definition of having a safety program?
Yep.
Okay. And you're looking for a motion to approve forwarding that to WSI?
Yeah, I actually drafted a resolution for your action.
You emailed it to us.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, if there's a motion to adopt the resolutions establishing the safety goals for 2022.
So moved.
Motion by Hack. Second. Second by Stern. Discussion.
Assuming this includes all city.
Yes, all of our different entities, the library and everyone. Police, fire, yeah, they're all under the workforce safety.
Any more discussion? Roll call.
Hack.
Aye.
Stern.
Aye.
Heller.
Aye.
Wolf.
Aye.
Obenauer.
Aye. Motion carried. What?
I can't do two things at once.
Okay, moving on. Joint election agreement. I don't know if there's any.
Again, received this today from the county for the 2022 election cycle. The agreement is the same basically every year. The only cost to this city would be the actual cost for programming the machine to read the ballots and to actually tally the votes. All other costs are covered by the county. And they have approved that there will only be the vote center at the Beulah Civic Center on election day.
And vote by mail and early voting at the county courthouse.
Yep.
And we need a motion to agree to this agreement.
Yep, so that you can sign it as president.
So moved.
Motion by Wolf.
Second.
Second by Hack. Discussion.
So I guess I was just wondering, in this agreement, where that, it says that it's only gonna be over in, I guess, Beulah, for one thing. Two, that 1 year, it was, as it was then over there, I guess, like Beulah, and the lines were so long.
2018, I believe.
Yeah. For the people in line, just said, heck with it, yeah. Yes, now, here we are. We have the same kind of problem.
And back then, they were talking about the excessive costs, and that's why they were narrowing it down to one location, correct?
Correct.
Have they made any statement reflecting upon that experience in 2018 to say that they're going to do anything different to make it work better this time?
No. I'm not privy to the discussions that the county had, but
I didn't know if that was in some of the correspondences that maybe they sent out to the cities.
And my understanding is it's the county's responsibility to establish the polling locations for the election, unless we are going to conduct our own election.
Right.
And then assuming this is on a year-to-year basis.
Yeah, they provide a new agreement every time there's an election, yes.
If we wrote this down, we would have to supply all that extra equipment, correct?
We would have to staff our own election, do our own ballots.
We've traveled that.
And unless our community really wanted us to spend that kind of money, I don't see, it's not feasible for us to do that. And I don't know if our community wants that or not. I know I think they'd rather have it here, but I don't think they'd want us to shell out that kind of money.
For it.
Yeah. I think as far as your comment about where it's in the agreement where the polling locations are going to be, it's basically where, like I said, the county is responsible for establishing the polling locations, and it's my understanding they did that at their regular meeting.
Have they, sorry, Pat.
It's actually the city's responsibility to establish
Precincts.
the precincts, and they can agree to allow the county to, and that's one of the parts of this is, that's basically what you're doing, is agreeing to allow the county to name the location of polls.
Have they ever, before my term as commissioner, have they ever discussed polling places in the school gyms or a bigger place, or not? I just...
That would be a little tough, especially for the general election in November, because school would be in session more than likely, so that would be a disruption for the school. The June election possibly could be, but generally the primary isn't as big a turnout either as the general.
Right.
Well, hopefully the county's memory isn't that short, and they remember what a debacle it was that day. When I remember Christy and I stood in line for an hour and 45 minutes, and a lot of people did leave because it was so long, and people were doing over lunch break, and they couldn't get in over the lunch break. And so hopefully they have maybe more machines, or it's just run better. I don't know, but it was. Would you mind giving Shannon a call and just ask if they are planning on doing better than what they did last time?
I can ask her.
Okay. Any more discussion? Okay. Did we vote on this already?
No.
Okay. We have a motion and a second.
Yep.
And no more discussion. Roll call.
Wolf.
Aye.
Hack.
I
Keller.
Aye.
Stern.
No.
Obenauer.
Aye. Motion carried. Approval of the bills.
did include the budgeted transfers in case there's any questions.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Wolf,
Second.
second by Stern. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. I'm sorry, roll call.
Wolf,
Aye.
Stern,
Aye.
Hack,
I,
Pillar,
Aye.
Omenauer.
Aye. Motion carried. Before we adjourn, I just want to real quick, the Langford trailer removal. So that's going to happen after Christmas,
Likely after the first of the year.
after first year.
Yeah.
All right, that'd be good to get that taken care of. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.